There's gold in them asteroids, and not just gold either. According to scientists, resources found in asteroids could be worth trillions, and the race is on to get it. So several companies, including California-based Planetary Resources, are developing the technology to mine asteroids, which they say could be a reality in the next 10 years. Joining us to discuss is Paul Delaney, professor of physics and astronomy at York University. This is so cool.
So cool. It is.
Yeah, so what resources could we find in asteroids?
Well, think about what we have on the surface of the Earth. All of the mining that we engage in today, picking up zinc and phosphor and platinum and gold, all that sort of material will be in asteroids. The trick is to find out which asteroid has the most of it to maximize your return. But asteroids form in a very similar way to the Earth forms. So what we find here, it's reasonable to expect we will find that on, or more to the point, in asteroids.
And we're guessing that it's at much greater concentrations in the asteroid than we could find on Earth.
Well, just like here on Earth, you know, if you dig in your backyard, you're going to find a certain amount of materials that you like to be able to, you know, sell. But in other parts of the surface of the Earth, it's more concentrated. So asteroids being much smaller, tens of meters, tens of kilometers, you want to be able to find which asteroid has the highest concentration of whatever it is that you want to bring back and go to that asteroid first, not third or 77th or whatever. You want to find the right asteroid first off, mine it, and bring back, quote, your loot.
Okay, so some of these numbers, Paul, are staggering. So NASA's putting the estimated value of asteroid resources at $700 quintillion. If we divide that by all the people who live on Earth, that's $90 billion for each of us. So are we going to get super rich off of this?
I don't expect the check anytime soon. I mean, if you manage to find all of the asteroids with all of the raw materials and you manage to mine it all to exhaustion and brought it all back, sure, those sorts of numbers are possible. But that's like trying to say, you know, the entire oceans of this planet, we could desalinate it and you'd have drinking water for everybody for the next billion years. It's not going to happen that way. You've got to be able to find the asteroid that is relatively close. As I said, it's got the right materials. You've got to develop the mining techniques. Nobody's ever done space mining before, zero-G mining. Forget Bruce Willis. This is not easy to do. And then bring that back. And it's expensive to go and come back. Can we balance it all and make a profit? I think Planetary Resources is on the right track. I think you can do it. But the tricks, as I say, are to find the right ones, the asteroids that are relatively close to us, get to them and bring it back with the right raw materials.
So when do you think this could happen? I mean, I say anecdotally, maybe within 10 years, but like, is that actually what we could see?
Like going to the moon in the 60s, if you wanted to spend enough money, we could do it in that time frame. But to be able to do it in that time frame requires a lot more investment than I would expect most companies would be interested in outlaying. So I don't think 10 years is practical. Is it possible? Yes. Is it practical? Probably not. I think we're talking about in the 2030s when the cost of going to these places, courtesy of groups like SpaceX, will have dropped sufficiently that we can do it very expeditiously and very economically.
So just give me, it's not all good news, Paul, because like, if we brought all of these resources back, you were saying to me in the break that this could potentially have a huge impact on the markets here too.
Well, let's just grab gold as an example. If you brought back thousands of kilograms of gold, what do you think that would do to the price of gold per gram?
Well, it would plummet.
It'd plummet.
Yeah.
So, you know, anybody who is bringing back these precious metals resources is going to have to be very mindful that they don't want to bring back enough that it actually devalues the per gram cost and therefore makes your expenditure economically unviable. So there is a bit of a cost-benefit analysis that you're going to have to do in bringing back these types of materials.
Paul, it is so fascinating.
Forget about laws. I mean, anyway.
Geez, thank you so much for being here. It's so interesting.
You're welcome.